Hello students, in previous video we have completed lesson number 5, that is birds, beaks and claws. And in this chapter we have learnt about the different types of beaks of birds and the different types of feet and claws of the birds. And before starting the worksheet or exercise, I just want to revise the topics in short so that it will become easy for you to do the exercise. So what we have learned that the birds do not have teeth, so they have beaks, and these beaks help them to tear, bite, chisel and crush the food. And the shape of the beak, the most important thing, the shape of the beak is according to the food habit of the bird. And to understand this, we have done the activity also. And then we have discussed about different types of beak, that is crushing beak. And the examples of birds that have such type of beaks are sparrow, pigeon. And then we have discussed about curved beak. Example of bird having curved beak is parrot. Then piercing and tearing beak. And the birds of prey use this, have these types of beaks. That means the birds that eat flesh. And then we have discussed about the chiseling beak. Woodpecker have a chiseling beak. And then the probing beak, this is just like a straw, and that help to suck the nectar from the flowers. And for sunbird is the bird that have probing beak. And also the hoopoe just takes out the insects and worms from the holes in the ground with the help of probing beak. And the sifting beak, this type of beak helps the duck to separate the mud and the water from the food. And then we have discussed about the sticky beak. Swallow has the sticky beak. And then we have discussed about the feet and claws of the different types of birds. And claws are the long curved nails present on the feet. And what are the use of these claws? Claws can be used for climbing, protecting, holding food, swimming and perching. And then we have discussed about the claws of the birds of prey. You can see here their claws. They are very strong and sharp to hold the prey while flying. And then the perching birds. And the examples, sparrow, pigeon and crows have long and slender claws. So perching birds have long and slender claws with 3 toes in front and 1 at the back. और जो इनकी toes होती है, कर्ल होती है, होल्ड करने के लिए ब्रांच और वायर को, जिससे वो उस पे बैठ सकें. Then swimming birds have webbed feet that help them to swim in the water. Then wading birds have long and wide spreading toes which help them to walk on the mud or shallow water. Scratching birds, hen have, you can see here the example, have strong feet with 3 toes in front and 1 at the back. And they have a very sharp claws that help them to scratch the ground. Then is your climbing bird. So woodpecker and parrot have such type of beaks and claws, and this they have 2 toes pointing upwards and 2 pointing downwards as shown in the picture, which help them to cling to the trees. So that is all about the beaks and claws of the birds. Now let us start the worksheet or exercise. Now first of all, fill in the blanks. So birds do not have dash to eat food. तो birds के क्या नहीं होते खाना खाने के लिए? That is teeth. They do not have teeth to eat food. Now sunbird dash nectar from the flower. So you all know what is the nectar. So sunbird nectar को क्या करती है? Suck करती है. Sunbird suck nectar from the flowers. A duck has a dash and broad beak. जो duck है उसकी कैसी beak होती है? एक तो broad होती है और secondly flat beak. Flat and broad beak. So duck has flat and broad beak. Penguin. A penguin uses its webbed feet. So you all know what is the use of webbed feet? Very easy. The penguin uses its webbed feet to swim. So जो penguins होते हैं and penguins and duck, they use its webbed feet to swim in the water. Dash and jacana are wading birds. So example of wading birds are jacana and crane. So that's why I have revised the chapter in short, because जो ये Phillips हैं ये आपको सारे उसमें से ही हैं. Examples of wading birds, crane and jacana. Webbed feet किस काम आता है? That is in swimming. The duck has flat and broad beak. Sunbird suck nectar from flower, and birds do not have teeth to eat food. Next is again you have to match the following. Here are the name of the birds, and here are the types of beak that you have to match with the bird. So the birds are sunbird, eagle, parrot, duck, swallow, woodpecker, pigeon. And here are the different types of beaks. So first of all, sunbird. So sunbird, which type of beak do sunbird have? So in Philip also, sunbird suck the nectar. So nectar suck करने के लिए किस type की beak चाहिए? We have just discussed it. Sunbird को नेक्टर सक करने के लिए कैसी बीक चाहिए? That is probing beak. Sunbird have probing beak. Probing beak. Then eagle. Eagle is eats flesh. So flesh eat करने के लिए किस टाइप की बीक चाहिए? Tearing. फ्लैश को हम टीयर जब खाएंगे तो उसको टीयर करना पड़ेगा, चीरना पड़ेगा. So eagle have piercing and tearing beak. Piercing and tearing beak. Next is your parrot. Very easy. Parrot की कैसी beak होती? Curved beak. You all know parrot have a curved beak. Next is your duck. Duck, very easy. Duck separates the mud and water from the food. तो सेपरेट करने के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? सिफ्ट. छलनी की तरह काम करती है. सो डक हैव अ सिफ्टिंग बीक. सिफ्टिंग मीन्स छलनी की तरह जो वर्क करती है, दैट इज अ सिफ्टिंग बीक. स्वैलो. स्वैलो कैच ईट द इंसेक्ट्स वाइल फ्लाइंग. तो उड़ते उड़ते ही वो इंसेक्ट्स को पकड़ती है और खाती है. सो व्हाट टाइप ऑफ बीक दे हैव? Swallow have? It has a sticky beak. Swallow has a sticky beak. Sticky beak. Next, woodpecker. You all know. Woodpecker eats the insects from the wood. Wood में जो insects होते हैं उनको खाता है, तो wood को वो छीलता है. And it has a chiseling beak. Chisel की तरह उसकी beak होती है. So it has a chiseling beak. And last is your pigeon. Pigeon and sparrow has which type of beak? They crush the seeds and grains to make them soft before eating. So they have crushing beak. So that's why I'm saying that you have to learn the types of beaks और ये इनके स्पेशल क्या क्वालिटी होती है, शिफ्टिंग बीक कैसी होती है, स्टिकी बीक कैसी होती है, चिजलिंग, प्रोबिंग, कर्व्ड बीक, their uses and the examples of birds having these types of beaks that you have to learn. First of all, try to understand what are the special feature of these types of beak, and then learn the examples कि shifting beak क्या फंक्शन करती है, क्या काम होता है और कौन से बर्ड्स की ऐसी बीक होती है. देन स्टिकी बीक क्या फंक्शन होता है, क्या पर्पस है स्टिकी बीक का, कैसा खाना खाने के लिए यूज होती है ये. देन चिजलिंग बीक क्यों होती है, ऐसे क्या फंक्शन है, क्या पर्पस है. प्रोबिंग. सो लर्न इट, अंडरस्टैंड इट. It will help you in solving this worksheet and question answers. So in next video we will discuss the MCQs and the question answers of this chapter lesson. Thank you.